Hello and welcome back to Yellow Brick Road Reselling. I'm Tamara, and today I wanted to talk to you about Amazon FBM, which stands for Fulfillment by Merchant. So, as most of you know, Amazon stopped allowing Amazon sellers to send in shipments to their FBA warehouse, which is Fulfillment by Amazon, unless it was an essential product. So they limited it to like grocery items, some health and beauty, but most items, the majority of items that Amazon was selling was not allowed to be sent to their warehouse. So that made you have to come up with an alternative. Either you started sourcing items that you could send, which for us that are at a stay at home order, like I am here in New York, I couldn't just go out and start sourcing products to send to FBA. It wasn't worth the health risk of myself, my loved one who lives with me, who's my husband, or the essential workers at Walmart and other stores that are made to go to work, but then they have all these additional people going in and shopping to buy stuff to sell on Amazon. I didn't really care for that concept. So for me, what I did was I took the items that I had sitting here at my house that were to go to Amazon, but I wasn't allowed to sell on Amazon. So or sell on, FBA, send to the warehouse. So instead I did merchant fulfill. I am thankful that I have quite a few things here sitting around the house that I can do this to. A lot of them aren't really fast movers, but they're enough that it's selling. I am still selling some stuff that was at FBA warehouse, but overall, my eBay business has picked up considerably. I've been listing more on eBay to make up for the slower time on Amazon, but I'm still selling things on Amazon. It's funny because last year, when I started Amazon, I had gotten a letter from them in, I think it was July or August, that said, hey, if you want to sell toys during quarter 4, you need to, um, toys, if you want to sell toys via FBM, so fulfillment by merchant, then you need to do so many fulfillment by merchant orders. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna sell where I have to mail it? Like everything has always gone to the warehouse and it has been shipped and sold by Amazon. So I had to put my thinking cap on. What's lightweight? What's easy to package for me? What can I ship that's going to be quick enough selling? Doesn't have a ton of competition, because if I have competition where stuff is at Amazon warehouse, then most Prime shoppers are just going to go ahead and use their Prime benefits and buy those items and get their free shipping and so forth. So for me, I do offer free shipping on pretty much most of the items I sell on FBM. I find that Amazon shoppers, that's what they want. They want free shipping. That's why they pay for their Prime, so they can get their free shipping, get it in 2 days, which right now, Amazon is not shipping stuff and getting it to them within 2 days. I mean, some grocery items, but most items, it's taking them a week, 2 weeks, a month. I ordered something the other day, and let's see, it was still in March, so I think it was last week, and it said it went shipped till April 21st. So it was like a month away. And I thought, well, gosh, I don't want to wait a month. So, I went somewhere else and found it and bought it from there. So I think that it's important that you look at FBM if you're an Amazon seller. Now, I do follow this gentleman on YouTube, and I mean, I call him a friend, but he doesn't know me from Adam. But he has a warehouse, and he sells a lot of items from that warehouse. He ships pallets and pallets to Amazon. Well, he found out that day that he can no longer send those pallets to Amazon anymore because it's not an essential product. And he says the item he sells isn't really something that people are going to buy during a pandemic. So he's really concerned. And he didn't have the logistics set up to merchant fulfill. Can you imagine if you sell a million of a product on Amazon, but Amazon does all the shipping for you, and all of a sudden your business is put on hold and you got to ship it yourself, that means you got to have the boxes, the tape, the personnel to package it. Like it's different shipping a whole pallet to Amazon versus shipping 1,000 items of something out a day to customers. So it's very difficult for somebody with a very large scale business like that. Thankfully, it's just me, little old me, so I have the ability to do some to do some merchant fulfilled items. I don't like it. That's one reason why I was transitioning to Amazon, was so I had to stop packaging and shipping stuff. But this is a different time. We're all going through challenges that we didn't have to deal with before. So back to shipping items I go. The one thing with Amazon, when you ship fulfillment by merchant, is their policy states that you cannot use a box that has already been used or a box that has branding on it. So no using your free eBay boxes or things like that. It has to be a clear, clean box that you use. So it did require me to have to buy some items, to buy boxes, an expense that I don't really care to incur because I like using my free boxes I get from either the post office or from eBay. But with Amazon, I use the priority mailboxes sometimes, but most of the items I try and list on there are lightweight. I find that when you have the expense of priority, it definitely changes the volume that you're going to sell because everybody likes a deal on Amazon. It's really, really hard to build in the price of priority mail. So I wanted to go over some of the stuff that I've been selling. So many Amazon sellers are very hush hush about what they sell. I, excuse me, I personally don't sell a lot of the same items over and over and over again. I don't have a lot of replenishables, so I don't really mind sharing with you what I sell. Plus, I know I have a very small number of subscribers, like 100 of you. So the chances of all of you going out and even finding the things that I'm selling, especially right now during this pandemic, is pretty slim. So I don't mind showing you some of the stuff that I sell and that has been selling for me on Amazon. So let me get to this page. All right, so this is the orders page. So you'll see in the last 14 days, I've had 83 orders. So up here are tabs of some of the stuff I've been selling. So I just wanted to show you what they are. So these are Child of Mine by Carter's. Child of Mine, I think, is only sold at Walmart. So it's a Walmart brand for Carter's. These are some washcloths. I've picked up some white ones, some blue ones, and these red one or pink ones. And I sold out of all the blue. And today I now sold out of all my pink. Paid $3 for these and sold them for $11.49. So last weekend I went through my closets. Not last weekend, 2 weekends ago. I went through my closets and decided to organize them. Take advantage of this stay at home order. Let's get some stuff done I've been wanting to get done in my house. So I cleaned out my bathroom closet and my spare bathroom closet or reorganized. It's also my medicine cabinet, my guest bathroom closet is. So I went through and I reorganized everything, took inventory, and I realized I have a ton of soap and toothpaste, and I had cough medicine. Like I had so much stuff. So I went and said, all right, I'm going to look this stuff up. I have this Dove Men in Care Body Oil Control 6 pack. I also had another one. I think I had bought them when I was doing RA. They were on clearance. I picked them up. I was not able to sell Dove at the time on Amazon. So I went ahead and just threw them in my closet for my husband to use, and he hasn't used them yet, but now I can sell Dove, so I went ahead and listed them on Amazon and sold them. Like I think the sticker on here, it was a clearance sticker, and I think it was $4 when I pulled it off this morning and shipped this because this was something I shipped today. These are the other washcloths I was mentioning. The Child of Mine, these are white ones. This person actually ordered two of them. This is from Walmart. Retail arbitrage. I actually paid full price for these equates and sold them here on Amazon. So these were on clearance at a local, uh, we have like this local drugstore chain up here, and they had these Flex Seals left over. I think they were probably from Christmas. And I asked my family who wanted some, gave them away, and then I listed the rest of them yesterday on here and sold them. People do warn you, as seen on TV, not to sell as seen on TV products, but then I've heard others say that they have sold them with no problem. So I think it may depend on the actual brand within as seen on TV. I'm not really sure. I took my chance. This Clinique, this was an OA purchase I bought from an online retailer and went around and flipped it. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was a good sale at $31. I'll say that. This retinol, I bought a bunch of this. I'm trying to think of where I bought it from. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it was like a Kohl's or Macy's, something like that online. I bought a bunch of them. They were on clearance, and they had uh, they had the men's anti-aging. They had the women's, and they had some like under eye cream. Trying to think of what else they had. I think just like an all around moisturizer. Most of it was the men's line, and I sold some of that. Gray Away. So it's funny. I actually had purchased this, and I was gonna send it into FBA, but it was hazardous. So I was holding on to it till I had enough to make it worth a shipment of hazardous stuff. And yesterday I was looking at this box of hair coloring stuff, and I thought, oh my gosh, I've heard hair coloring is doing really well right now. I definitely should look and see if I can sell this. So I looked, and they had single pack, 3-pack, and a 6-pack, I think, of this one yesterday afternoon. And I calculated it all out, and I said, all right, 3-pack actually had the best BSR, and which is how quickly something sells rating. And I said, all right, I'm going to do this 3-pack, and I only had 3 of them. I wish I had more. I bought these on clearance at Walmart, paid $2.50 a piece for them. So I had $7.50 into it. And I think they sold for $38 with free shipping. Probably could have got more because it looks like I probably was the only seller at the time. Just kind of didn't pick up on that. Just happened to see what they sell for normally. So 44. Oh, maybe I got $44 for it actually. May have gotten 44. Or there was another seller who went 44 and I went 30. For some reason I thought I got 38 for it. I don't know. But those sold. So if you have hair color, anything to do with hair color, with hair salons being closed right now, people would love to have something for their hair. So I talked about this. If you watched my Bonanza video, I talked about this a little bit in on that video I just did. But this odor treatment. The thing is nobody wants to walk into a drugstore, buy this type of product, and have this 19-year-old college student, male cashier looking back at you while you're buying this product. So they love to be able to come online and buy something like this because it's not embarrassing. It comes in a brown box. Nobody knows what you're ordering. So I have picked up some of these last year and have been selling through them pretty regularly. I think I only have 2 boxes left, if even that. So these treatments are a really good thing to pick up anything along those lines does very well. This Able Life Auto Assist handle helps you get out if you're disabled, helps you get out of the car. I've got a few of these. I've been selling them since last summer. I did take about a 6-month break. I actually got a letter from Able Life Company. Stander is the name of the company, telling me to stop selling their stuff. So I took a break, came back on, started selling them again. Got another warning as soon as I listed them, telling me I'm not one of their authorized resellers. Now, there is no warranty on these items. I really feel like I fall within the, um, oh gosh, what's the name of that act? Just drew a blank. I can't think of it, but there's a law out there, an act that says pretty much once you buy something, it becomes a property of you and you can do what you want with it. And I understand that if something has a warranty, then that makes it invalid. So for me, first sale doctrine, that's what it's called, first sale doctrine. So I went ahead and continued to sell these. I only have a few left. I'm hoping they'll just sell out before I have to worry about the customer. If they actually send me an official cease and desist, I will absolutely stop selling their items. Anytime I actually get something officially legal rather than just a message in the messages, then I will actually stop. But if they're just sending me a little letter saying please stop selling it, yeah, I'm just going to keep selling it until I get something official. So these Tonka, these are for sale at Target. They are retail arbitrage. I picked up a few of them when I went to a Target. I have no Target near me, so I can't like replenish these on a regular basis. But if you have a Target near you, check out these little Tonka things. I actually had sent this one in to them and I sold it FBA and it got returned, but when I got it back, I was like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like it wasn't even damaged. I don't know why they said it wasn't resellable. So I went ahead and did it FBM and went ahead and listed it, resell it. These light bulbs, GE Relax 4-packs, these have been a really good seller for me. I sent a bunch of them into FBA last summer, and oh my gosh, I sold so many. I actually did a road trip to buy more of these just so I could send them in. But we all hear about how Amazon does with their shipping, and they stunk. They arrived broken and shattered. Like they were throwing them in the box with no protection. And I learned that I should have bubble wrapped the heck out of it before I sent it in. It was my bad. It was a rookie mistake. I pulled them all back, and I had a bunch here that I have, I don't know, maybe 100 of them that I hadn't sent in yet. So I went ahead and this week I said, oh, I forgot about those. I'm gonna list those FBM. So I've been selling them FBM. Um, and then I really like FBM when it comes to breakable items because it gives me the ability to make sure that it is completely protected. So Amazon's buyer will not get something that's broken. So, Amazon would never take responsibility for it. But for me, being able to send it is actually much better in this case. So that worked out good for that light bulbs. This keto creamer, if you watch my eBay what sold and video recently, you'll see that I actually sold this on eBay also. And I sold some FBA and now I threw some on FBM. I mentioned cleaning out my closet and I did that. And here is some Aquafresh Extreme Clean that I had that had not expired yet. So I went ahead and threw this on Amazon FBA, and again, it's lightweight, so it's first class, nice and easy to ship. So this faucet's funny. I bought this faucet and it was Delta. I bought it last year and I bought it on clearance at Lowe's And then I realized when I got home that I was gated on Delta. And I was not gated on all Delta, just some Delta, which was weird. So this particular one I was not able to send FBA. So I threw it up on eBay, and it has been sitting on eBay since last spring. And just this last week, I was doing my eBay inventory, and I was going through each of my eBay totes and checking everything. And I came across this and I said, oh, I should check and see. I bet you I'm not gated on this anymore. So I scanned it and nope, I could list it. So I listed it FBM, and I think I got 100. Let me tell you how much I paid. So I sold it for 139.98. I gotta find where it was. Oops. Have I been exiting? Oh, I guess I have been exiting. So yeah, so $139 for this, and it was able to go cubic in a priority mailbox, and I don't remember how much I paid for shipping, but it wasn't very much. Yeah, that was a good one. I love that. I've learned that when I come across a really good deal, even if I am gated on it, to pick it up anyhow, put it on eBay, and then when you become ungated, then go ahead and list it on Amazon. I've done that recently with some toys. I found some toys, I bought them, and then I found a wholesale company, placed a very small order that would at least get me ungated. And then once I was ungated, I was able to send those other ones that I found on clearance in. So don't pass up really good deals. These backpacks, they were on clearance at Walmart after school. So the back to school ended and they got down to like $2, $2.50, $3, some of them. And I went into my Walmart and I said, I'll take all your backpacks that you have on clearance. Can you give me a discount? And they gave me an additional 10% on top of them. So I cleared them out. And these WWE have gone very quickly. Every time I send them in to FBA, they sold quickly. So I had a couple more here, and I said, well, I might as well list them on FBM, and sold within, I don't know, less than 24 hours. Like I listed them in the afternoon, and that morning I had to ship it. Oh gosh, these things, what not to buy. These right here, don't buy them. Ready to robot. I picked up, oh, oh gosh, 100 or so of these. They were 75 cents a piece at Walmart on clearance, and I pretty much cleared out whatever they had. They had a large amount of them, and I bought them all. And I sent in a huge amount of them to Amazon, and they sat there, and they sat there, and they didn't sell. Quarter four went through, they didn't sell, and I finally, I don't know if I still have any in FBA or not, but I threw some up FBM, and I did them in. Okay, so these are singles. So I listed 2 packs and 4 packs also, trying to clear them. I have them on eBay. I've sold a few on eBay, but I have, since this start of this shut-in, I've actually been selling quite a few of these. I think I've sold like 20 of them in the last week. So glad to see that they're finally moving, but I don't think I'm making much. By the time I pay for shipping and Amazon fees, I'm not making much on them. Well, this is a funny one. So this textbooks I've had this for a while, and it's another one that I found in my eBay pile, and I said, "Oh, I should throw this up on Amazon." I'm not sure why I didn't have it already listed. So I went ahead and listed it, and it sold like right away. And I think I got maybe $22 for it. I think it was $22 used, 22 bucks. And I the customer bought it on Sunday night. I mailed it Monday morning. Tuesday morning, they requested a refund in a return because it didn't arrive in time. And I'm like, where? What do you mean arrive in time? You ordered it on Sunday. There's no way they needed it by Monday. I mean, maybe, but they should have saw that it was not going to get there by Monday. So whatever. I authorize the return. So when they actually get it, they can go around and turn around and send it back to me. And I will just go ahead and sell it again. Wet and forget outdoor. So if you have not already signed up with Amazon for their pesticides and their hazmat, the pesticide course, and then sign up to be a hazmat supplier, go ahead and do it, because these I got on clearance, and I've done very, very well with picking up stuff that is on clearance, that is in those categories of hazmat and pesticides, and have done very well with selling them, especially FBM. So these I picked up a whole bunch of them. I think I paid like $1 to $2 a bottle. Maybe they were like $1.25 a bottle at Home Depot, and cleared out their shelf. And I've been selling these in the 3-pack has been the most popular. There is a single, and I think a 6-pack listing. I can't remember, of the same item. This 3-pack sells the most. Most of mine have gone through this 3-pack. And you just go ahead, and I do it as hazmat. I don't even know if it's supposed to be hazmat, but I do it ground, and I put the label on it, but I bubble wrap the heck out of it so it's protected. Again, it's one of those things that I prefer to do it via fulfillment by merchant than if I was to send this into Amazon. Unfortunately, I don't trust that they are going to protect these items good enough for the customer to get it and not have it be damaged. Oh, by the way, did you see that $105? That's what I got for it too. Some more of this retinol. This is the non-men. So I was mentioning that most of the stuff I was selling was men's. This is actually just regular retinol anti-aging cleanser. $10. Yeah, I didn't get that. I raised my price because I wasn't making anything. Actually, I think I was losing money. This Barbie camping fun. It was an item that I had sitting in on eBay. I'd sent some into Amazon, and I kept a couple behind for fourth quarter on eBay. But it didn't sell. Didn't sell on eBay. So I put it FBM, pulled it, and within a day it sold on Amazon. It's weird how something can sit on eBay for 6 months, and I put it on Amazon, and within 12 hours it sells at a higher price. So this Stanley Adventure E-Cycle. So when I originally bought these last spring, I bought a few of these on clearance at Walmart, and I was able to sell, I think it was green ones back when I first bought them, but this blue one didn't have a listing. And again, as I was going through my eBay stuff, I said, oh, I'm going to just see if by some chance somebody created a listing for it. Lo and behold, they did. And I went ahead and listed this. And I don't remember. I think it sold for a good price too. Let me check and see. About $25. Not bad. So it's a little thermos that you can put your alcohol in. These little Polly Pockets. I think I may have bought a bunch of these maybe it was to get ungated, or I found them on clearance somewhere. I don't know. I bought quite a few of them, but there really wasn't any money on FBA for them. So I ended up never sending them to Amazon, but I was listing them on eBay, and I sold quite a few on eBay, and I threw them on FBM because I could, at least make some money when I was doing FBM versus FBA. And I sold this one. Again, when you do pesticide training, you're allowed to sell pesticides on Amazon. And these hot shot roach baits, Yeah, $14.24 for this box. I paid $1 for them on clearance at Lowe's, and I have picked up. I think I picked up 20 of them, and I'm all out. I sold them all within 3 days. I think they all went. These Glad compostable bags for your compost. I sold one of these. Guess it probably doesn't really matter what I sold them for, right? I mean, I know it's not showing you on here like it does on eBay. But these pajamas, man, I bought these at Walmart on clearance, and I sent them in. I wasn't sure if they would sell because it's, end of the season, but they've done really well, except some of the sizes I keep getting a price alert on, no matter what I do. So let's say I had I know what it was. My size 5Ts. I had to ended up recalling them all because I couldn't get the price alert to clear. I was going down to $12, $10. Price alert was not clearing. So I recalled them all and I threw them on eBay and I sold them. I'll sell them all quickly. And but on the ones on here, like I would have a 4T, and the 4T was selling, I don't know what it was selling for. I don't know. No, $16. But I couldn't sell the 5T for $10. Crazy. But I did sell some of these. I don't know what size they were, but they were from Walmart. Excedrin PM headache. I bought a ton of these on clearance for $1 at Walmart. And I found them in my closet again when I was cleaning, going through. I'd held on to quite a few of them for myself. And I said, I'm going to throw them on FBM. They all sold. White chocolate peppermint. Bought these at Christmas time from Walmart. They were two something, 288 I think a bag. And well, right now they're going for 830. Still have quite a few of them, but these are my favorites. So I'm really hesitant if I want to sell all I have or hang on to some more of them. These Margaritaville singles to go. These are sold at Walgreens, and they had them on clearance for 30 cents. So I picked up some. Um, I did not sell mine for $2. Let's see how much I sold mine for. I'm sorry for those watching, and I'm scrolling quickly here. So mine sold for $6.79 for a 6 count box. Right? Now it's $2. Hmm. Another one of those Polly Pockets, skateboard one. The other one was a pogo. Well, so this thing, I was mentioning earlier how when you started selling, in order to sell merchant fulfilled for toys during fourth quarter, you had to sell so many items merchant fulfilled between like August 15th and October 15th. It was something like that. So I was like, what can I sell quickly? Because the date was starting to come and I hadn't hit that number, that threshold I needed. So I thought, okay, anything pumpkin spice, that's selling pretty quickly. I'm going to go and buy pumpkin spice stuff. So I bought some pumpkin spice, and most of the items I bought, I sold, and I pretty much broke even because they were going for hardly anything. And this one bag, for some reason, sat out there and sat out there, and I didn't even realize it was still out there. I had some Special K or cornflakes or something like that was pumpkin spice too, and I took that one down because it was getting close to the expiration, and somehow this one got by me and it sold this week. And I went and I grabbed it. And I'm like, I didn't even realize I still even had it. I probably would have eaten them if I realized it was getting close to the expiration. Excuse me. So I grabbed the bag and I went to package it and I realized that it expired on April 10th or something like that. I just knew that by the time they got it, they would only have a few days before it expired. And I knew Amazon would not be acceptable with that. So I went ahead and I sent the bag of this to the customer anyhow, and then I provided them with a full refund. I just didn't feel right. I didn't want to just cancel it. So I just refunded them their money and said, hey, the bag is on me. Go ahead and hopefully you can consume it before it expires in a week. Now, if it was me and I got this bag and had already expired, I'd probably still go ahead and eat them. As long as they tasted okay, I would go ahead and eat and still eat them. So, but I did what was right and refunded the buyer and still sent it. Be curious to know what you would have done. So down in the comments, let me know. Would you have sent that? Would you have canceled it? Would you have refunded the customer? What would you have done if you went to ship something and realized there was only like a week left until it expired? Or would you have said, oh well, you ordered it and it hadn't expired yet. So toothpaste. Again, I have so much toothpaste. I don't know why. I must have found some really good clearances last year on toothpaste, but I've got a lot of toothpaste in my closet, so I did pull some out and went ahead and threw them up and sold them. So, I mean, I don't know, I probably paid $1 or less for that, and it sold for 8.85. Well, I don't know what mine sold for. That's what's going for now, 8.85. This planner. So somehow I sold two of these, but I didn't have two. I only had one. I must have sold the other ones. So I actually had to go on eBay and messaged one of the people on eBay and said, hey, would you mind sending this to a customer of mine on another platform? Please don't use eBay packaging and send it to me. And they said, yeah, no problem. I explained what had happened, and they said, yeah, they've had that happen to them too. So they had no problem doing that. As a seller, if somebody says that to me, if somebody sends me a message and says, hey, can you ship this with no packing slip, um, and don't put anything that says it's from eBay or says it's from Amazon or whatever, I am more than happy to take care of that. I don't If they're a drop shipper, they're a drop shipper. Even though it's against all these platforms not to drop ship, whatever, that's for the platforms to deal with. I made a sale, I'm happy with it. But in this case, thankfully, this person on eBay was more than happy to do that for me. I lost money because the person paid me, I think I sold it for 12 or $14, and I paid, I think I sold it for 12 and I think I paid 14. I almost wanted to tell the person that, hey, I'm even paying up to take care of this customer. But yeah, they had no problem doing it. But these planners, a lot of people think only at the beginning of the year. Now, obviously, at the beginning of the year, they sell a lot faster. But there are people who come March and April say, you know what, I really need to organize my life and I need to get a planner. And they'll go out and look and buy one. So I sold that one. Another one of these Polly Pockets. Again, I had three of them. I had this one, the skateboard, and the pogo stick. Some So Totally Clean Deep Pore Cleanser. Again, another thing I found in my closet. People are saying, I can't go outsource. I can't find stuff to sell. I can't hit the stores. Look in your closets. Look in your cupboards. Look in your medicine cabinet. Do you have anything? I mean, the thing is if I had to dig through my receipts from last year, I'd find the receipt for this. Hopefully nobody does something where I have to go through that much work. I do have a receipt for this. So just be cognizant of that. If you're listing something, just make sure you have the receipt if somebody's going to argue counterfeit or something like that. But if you have other stuff, especially books, games, that kind of stuff, get them listed. The same thing from the closet. All that soap I had, I listed this Olay. I'm assuming I couldn't sell Olay when I first bought it. That's why I didn't send it in right off, but now I can. That one sold right away. And the thing is like that Olay, it was probably a discontinued scent. So a lot of times when things are discontinued and people really love a scent, they'll pay up to have that scent. And then Tylenol. Tylenol is doing very well right now because with what's going on in the world, they are saying Tylenol helps with that versus ibuprofen. So I had some of these from a clearance at Walmart. They were $1 on clearance, and they were sitting in my my closet just in case I had some muscle aches and pains. And thankfully, I didn't need 10 boxes of it, so I did throw on some of the boxes, and they sold instantly. Like the minute they went up, they sold. I probably could have gotten a higher price for them too, but I've been trying to be very good about the fair pricing policy. This was another thing that came from my closet. This Delsum cough and cold nighttime formula. Sold one of them. And then these, I can't remember if I got these at Walgreens or Dollar General. But every year when Dollar General has their clearance events, I guess a number of times a year, they always seem to have these singles to go on clearance. And I pay, I think, 30 cents a box. And in this case, how many boxes are there? So 6 boxes, 3 boxes, 3 pack, 6 packets in a box, and there were 3 boxes. So it cost me 90 cents. I don't remember how much I sold them for. Probably around that price. And sold those. So that's about it for me for FBM in the last couple weeks. See, I sold 2 of those. And let's see. I don't know if there's anything else really to show you. Oh, Wubble. Those tiny Wubbles. These were on clearance at Walgreens. So in my SKU, I will put what it is, a little thing, and then I'll try and put the store that I sourced it at, and then how much I paid for it. So in this case, Walgreens, and I paid $1.29. I sold it for $7.22. All those Polly Pockets I got at Walmart. WM is Walmart, and 250 is I paid $2.50 for it. Those Roach Motels. Oh, it was Walmart. For some reason, I thought it was at Lowe's. I got them at Walmart for $1. Sometimes when I put stuff, I don't know how much I paid for it. These wax, peppermint and rosemary. I've had these for a long time and finally listed them and sold them pretty quickly. I have more on the next pages. So that's about it for my Amazon FBA. I just wanted to give you a glimpse into the type of stuff that I'm selling right now through Amazon FBM, fulfillment by. And you notice that most of these are small, lightweight, easy to go in my boxes. I have quite a few 6x4x4 boxes that I ordered on eBay from the Boxery. And then I also have some 6x6x6 boxes that I got at Walmart. Actually, had to go to Walmart and buy some boxes because I was selling things faster than I could get boxes to my house. And then I also have some 12x8x4 boxes. And usually all of those boxes will cover all of my first class shipping, as well as some poly mailers, like those clothes, like the Disney Mickey Mouse stuff I threw in a poly mailer. This book went into a poly mailer. Though I will tell you that I had shipped some airborne in a poly mailer. I bubble wrapped it and I put it in a poly mailer, and the airborne chewable. They come in a like a plastic container, and I shipped them to a customer, and a customer complained to Amazon that I was selling used items. And I'm like, no. So I sent them the receipts and I had to do a POA. Although I do know that the same customer who complained had sent me a message and told me that I was price gouging and that they could buy the same item for much cheaper at Walmart. And then they left me feedback stating that I would not accept a return, which I told them I would accept a return, but then they said Amazon wouldn't let them return it. And their feedback stated that I was price gouging and that they could buy it for at Walmart for $5.99 and I was charging like $18 for it. And so they left all this bad feedback. Well, Amazon took care of the feedback, removed it because you can't talk about how much you paid for something and how you can buy it from somewhere else within your feedback. So they took that out away, but Amazon did still make me do a POA saying I won't sell used items, which it wasn't used. And it's weird when you have to do those type of POAs because you can't just say it wasn't a used item. So I had to say, well, why do I feel like the customer thought it was used? So I think maybe because I was using a poly mailer and it got crushed. And so when they got it, it was opened. And who knows? I think it was just that customer was complaining. And when she knew she couldn't return it because it was a non returnable item, she came up with another excuse to try and get a refund. So I went and said I will ship everything in a box. So anything that is questionable now, even though I would normally maybe have just sent it in a poly mailer, I am just going ahead and putting it into um, a bag. So I was trying to, I mean, a box. I was trying to think of what it like. Yeah, the soap went in a box today. These did go in a poly mailer. The washcloths. That went in a box. That one in a box. Yeah. So, I mean, pretty much everything's now going in a box just so I don't have somebody else complain and then have them say, well, your POA said this. Even though I haven't heard back and it's been a week on that POA, which is a plan of action, um, I'm still just going to go ahead and send stuff in a box so I don't have any other complaints or have to deal with that at all. But I have really tried not to list very much essential items on Amazon right now. I just think it's a tricky place. I don't have a lot of essential items. I'm not sourcing. I'm not going out into the store. I'm not walking into Walmart and clearing the shelves of stuff. There are people in my area, including my family members, who are have been very upset because they have not been able to find food items, find stuff for themselves, for their protection, for their health, that they feel is for their protection or their health, or again, even just to eat. They're having a hard time being able to find stuff. Like right now, we can't find meat. Not that resellers are buying meat, but I don't want to add on by going and buying rice and pasta and stuff like that and taking it from the shelves to sell on Amazon when people right here in my own community need that. They need that food. They need that medicine. They need that Tylenol. Right now, Tylenol is extremely hard to find. If I find 20 bottles of it, I'm not gonna even take one of them right now and sell it because I just don't think it's right. My community needs it, and my community comes way before my need as a reseller to make a few dollars. So that's me. You do what you want as a business owner. We all get to make that own our own rules. That's what's nice about this business. Um, and if you decide to do it, that's you. But I won't do it. Not right now. Was I doing it earlier? Yes, because there was plenty. There was plenty still around. But now there's not plenty around, and we are only at the beginning of April. I have a feeling this is going to go on much longer than what we think is possibly going to go on, and there's just going to become more and more shortages. So, um, well, that's all I'm going to say about that. How's that? Alrighty. So, hey, if you don't follow my YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell, that'll let you know when I post a new video, which I don't do very many of them. Right now, I've gotten 3 done today, but it's been probably a month since I've posted another one. I'm hoping to get back onto a better schedule of what I'm doing. And so go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell, leave me a comment, hit the thumbs up, all that stuff. As the Bearded Picker says, is the YouTubery. Go ahead and do the YouTubery. And but I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. Let me know how your Amazon FBM is going, and have you only been an FBA up until now, and have you been doing FBM and finding it successful, or are you not even doing FBM? And I know that there are some people kind of confused about the shipping templates and all that. So if you're that type of person, let me know. I also have a Facebook group, Yellow Brick Road Reselling. There's a link down in my description. Feel free to join the group. And if you have questions that you'd like me to answer, I would be happy to help you, especially even with the shipping templates and that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll even do a video on it if there is enough questions. So I hope you all are doing well. I hope everybody is safe and healthy. I hope you continue to stay that way. I think of my reselling community all the time. So hopefully y'all are doing good, and I will talk to you later. Alrighty. Bye-bye.